Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Superpower TV, and I'm really glad that you could join me today. I hope you're very well. And today is the first of a two-parter. Yeah, I thought I'd give you two videos this week. Once a week. It's good for me, and I can record them, and I can tell you what I think, tell you what I feel, and pull a card and stuff like that. But I actually quite miss you during the week when I don't talk to you. So, um, yeah, I know I said in the beginning that once or twice a week it was going to be. So, yeah, I this week is going to be twice a week. I don't know about next week, because things seem to be fairly hectic at the moment. So, twice a week this week, and my hair, gosh, is coming out of these. It's been so long since I've worn my hair like this. I remember saying when I was in my late 20s that I would probably get a few more years out of putting pigtails in my hair, and so here I am at 46. Never mind, you're only as young as you feel. So this week, sorry, off topic there. This week I'm giving you two videos, one today and one probably Thursday or Friday. So it's a two-parter this week. And it's following on from what I talked about last week, because last week I said that, I talked about the importance of sitting down for just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Sorry, I'm talking very much like a teacher here. 5 minutes a day where you actually sit down and really tune into your body and just check to see how you're feeling. And it's just so important to do that. And I really, when I say 5 minutes, of course it can be longer than 5 minutes. I'm only saying 5 minutes because I don't believe for 1 minute that you've not got 5 minutes that you can actually sit down during your day and basically to shut out, firstly, to shut out all the information that we are bombarded with hundreds and hundreds of times in the day, because the brain takes in so much information during the day, even just when you're outside driving, when you're walking around, you're conscious of everything that you're seeing, and you're indulging all your senses. So the brain takes in a lot of information during the day. So it's so important just to take 5 minutes where you're not taking in all the information. And that really helps you to tune in to your superpower. It helps you to tune into that part of you that is infinite, that's eternal, and has all the answers. Oh yes, that part of you that has all the answers. Plato talked about it a couple of thousand years ago. There have been many, many teachers that have spoken about the fact that we have all the answers, all the information is within us. Maybe not necessarily in there, in the brain, but it's inside. Whether it's in the heart, in the solar plexus area, because in martial arts this is the hara, this is the seat of your power, the tandan, wherever it is, then we need to try and unlock the key to that area more and try and do it every day. And I know that I've spoken before about doing things that you love and just indulging in that on a daily basis, because that really helps to raise your vibration and just rocket your energies straight up. But by taking these 5 minutes to switch off, not only from the outside world, but to switch off the monkey mind, to switch off the constant triggers that we have, the thoughts that we have, let's face it, that are not always positive. So it's getting 5 minutes to switch off from that. So today I wanted to say to you that to make sure that those 5 minutes that you're spending, you're not doing it passively. Now, I would be the first to say watch a great movie. As you know, I love superpower movies, superhero movies, Marvel, DC. That for me actually feeds my soul, because for a number of different reasons. I used my imagination a lot growing up, and you probably had the same when you were a child. You would escape into this other world in your head and use your imagination. And so for me, growing up and with Wonder Woman in the 70s, it was a real escapism. And I used to often think about being Wonder Woman, and growing up around these superheroes, and it was definitely an escapism, but one I feel was a very positive form of escapism, and using my imagination as well, instead of using the part of my brain that was responsible for worry and negativity. So I'd be the first person to say that those 5 minutes, yes, is great to watch something that you love and that you find really uplifting, and even a comedy show or something on TV that that makes you feel good and nourishes you, but not something negative. So not the news. And I may be controversial in saying so, but I think we get enough of that in our daily lives. Well, just talking to people, finding out about what's happening in the world. You probably get that enough on a day-to-day basis. So those 5 minutes that you sit down are your 5 minutes. So just make sure that you're not doing something passively, but negatively passively. So sitting down and getting fed all this negative information from the media. That's not only the news on TV, but that includes social media as well. That 5 minutes, no, not for social media, for something that's really uplifting. Okay? And that way, it's shutting out all the information that we're getting bombarded with so much on a daily basis, but it also shuts down the chatter of what's often called the monkey mind, and shuts down that chatter so that you can really begin to tune into that part of you that has all the knowledge, information, and wonderful stuff. And in the next video this week, I'm going to share with you my top 3 ways to spend those 5 minutes that are really going to rocket your vibes and help you tune into your superpower like nothing else. Okay, so today, because I was talking about DC, I hadn't planned to talk about them briefly, but I'm going to use the Bombshells deck today. Okay, so let's see what the DC Bombshells have for us today. Okay. Interesting. I know I say this every time, but interesting. Okay, so it's Supergirl, which is super fabulous. Supergirl flying high. Okay, so lots of amazing things Supergirl can do, but Supergirl is on the 4 of spades. So what's interesting about this card is spades, like the swords in a traditional tarot deck, the spades is actually about overcoming challenges. And so it could be challenges or obstacles of some kind. So overcoming, getting past that. And the number 4 is connected to your house, building a structure of some kind, or your home. So is there something to do with your home or house at the moment that there's maybe a problem with that needs fixed? Or maybe you need to look into moving house, or maybe you need to declutter. That's a good one. That's a great one for raising your energy. If I haven't spoken about that before, then I really should speak about that soon. It's a tremendous, any feng shui expert will tell you it's a tremendous way of raising your vibes and renewing your energy. So something connected to a house, home, a structure. Because it's a spade card, then that means that there's a little challenge to overcome. There's maybe an obstacle that you need to get past, but she's flying high. She's getting past that obstacle. So whatever it is, you're going to get past it. And you know, I'll rephrase that. The best way to find the answer to that challenge, that obstacle that you need to overcome, is to tune in to your intuition. Yes, it's okay to get advice from people, knowledgeable people who have done the same kind of thing maybe, but really there's nothing like tuning into your intuition and actually asking yourself what you need to do or what's the next step to overcome that particular challenge. So I'm going to talk about the 3 best ways to do that in the next video this week. 2 for 1. So I'll see you probably Thursday or Friday this week. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you're very well. Namaste, my superheroes. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.